Okay, so this video will help you understand how to find a reference angle. And as I typed up on the top, just remember it's the angle formed by the terminal side of the given angle and the closest x-axis. So I went ahead and I drew 6 angles in green, and I'm going to change a color and use red to represent the reference angle. Okay? So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is 35 degrees, and like I said, if it's the angle formed by the closest x-axis, which is this one, and the terminal side, which is this one. So sometimes, and that's okay, sometimes the reference angle and the given angle are one and the same. So right here in this case, in number 1, the reference angle is this one, so it's 35 degrees. Okay, for number 2, excuse me, number 2, we're looking at, here's the terminal side right here of the angle of 110, and then here's the closest x-axis. So we're looking for the angle formed by those two. So it's this one and this one. Well, you know that in order, you know that half a turn is, to reach half a turn is 180 degrees, so this is 180. Well, if this is 110 up here, then how much more to get to 180? So this angle turns out to be 70 degrees. So this is your reference angle. For number 3, we went past the 180, right? So again, reference angle, the closest x-axis, which is this one, the closest one, and the terminal side, which is this one right here. So we have to figure out the measure of this angle right here. So let me just mark it. So it's this one, this one. So we need to find that measurement. Okay? Well, we went past 180, but how much more? So it's 250 minus 180. So that's going to be what, 70 degrees? So this angle is 70 degrees. Number 4, again, here's the terminal side of 310 degrees. Here's the closest x-axis, and so we're looking for the measurement of this angle right here. Whoops. Of this one. Okay? Well, a complete rotation is 360. So if I'm at 310, that means that I need 50 degrees more to reach 360. So that's my reference angle, 50 degrees. Okay? Number 5, the angle that I need, again, is the one made by the terminal side and the closest x-axis. And so it's this one right here. It's kind of like number 1, right? Where it's the same one, except for reference angle, you don't give direction, you don't give plus or minus, just 50 degrees. Okay? And number 6, here's the terminal side right here. Oops, here's the terminal side. Here's the closest x-axis. So we're looking for this angle right here. This one. This one. So if it's negative 100 degrees from here to here, right? And I know that a half turn is 180. So if I traveled negative 100 degrees, how many more to get to negative 180? So that's 80 degrees more. So this angle is 80 degrees. Okay? Alright, so 7 through 12 are all in radian measure. You have a few positives, a few negatives. And I only drew number 7 right now, pi over 9. And again, this is just an estimate. I'm saying that, we know it's pi from here to here, right? And so 1/9 of it, again, it's probably, the green angle is probably too big, but I'm just saying this is approximately 1/9 of that. So pi over 9. So the reference angle is the one formed with the closest x-axis and the terminal side. So it's this one. So it's one and the same. So pi over 9. Okay. For number 8, 5 pi over 7, well, 5 pi over 7 is bigger than a half of a pi, right? Because if you divide 7 by 2, you get 3.5. So 3.5 over 7 would be a half, but we have 5/7, so it's bigger. So I've got the initial side here, and then so 5/7 would be approximately here. Again, I'm just estimating. So this is 5 pi over 7. So the reference angle would be the one formed by the closest x-axis and the terminal side. So it would be right here. So if this is 5/7 right here, how many more sevenths to reach pi? Okay, so from 5/7 to a whole pi, that would be 2 pi over 7. For number 9, we have 12 pi over 11. So with a number like that, it might make sense if we change it to a mixed number. So that's 1 and 1/11 pi. So when you graph it or draw it on the plane, here's your 0, and then it's 1 and 1/11 pi. So you're going to go pi and a little bit more because it's 1/11 pi, and then there's your angle. So the reference angle would be the one formed by the closest x-axis and your terminal side, which would be this one. Okay, well, by how much did you pass pi? By 1/11 pi, right? So the reference angle, I'll just write it here on the side because that space is too small inside the angle. So the reference angle would be pi over 11. For number 10, 9 pi over 5, again, I'm going to go ahead and change it to a mixed number. So that's 1 and 4/5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go over here to number 10, and here's my initial side. That's 1 and 4/5. So here's 1 pi, and 4/5 more would be about here. So you connect, make your angle, and there's your angle, 1 and 4/5 or 9/5 pi. And my reference angle is going to be the one formed by the closest x-axis and the terminal side. So that's this one right here. Well, I know that I passed pi by 4/5. So this is actually, let me use black, this is actually from here to here is 4 pi over 5, 4/5. So what that means is that this piece right here, the red angle, my reference angle, is pi over 5. Okay, number 11 is the negative angle, negative 5 pi over 6. So here's the initial side, and negative is going this way, and it's going to be about here. Again, just approximating. So this is negative 5 pi over 6. Well, how much more do I need to reach pi or negative pi? Because I'm going in the negative direction. That's what I have to figure out. So how big is this angle right here? Well, if the green angle is negative 5 pi over 6, that means that this angle would have to be pi over 6 more. Okay, and then number 12, for that one I'm probably going to, let me change it to a mixed number, and let me see if I can move this up a little bit. So negative 8 pi over 3, 3 goes into 8 2 times, so it's negative 2, remainder 2, so that's 2/3 pi. Okay, so here's the initial side. I'm going negative direction, so that's going to be negative pi, negative 2 pi, and then 2/3 of a pi, so that would be about here. Okay, so I passed negative 2 pi by 2/3. So this piece right here, this angle right here is 2 pi over 3 radians big. So what I'm looking for is the angle that's formed by the terminal side and the closest x-axis, which is the red one right here. So if this is 2/3 on the right side, then that means that the red one has to be pi over 3. Okay, so I'm going to send this over to you. Let me know if you have any other questions.